Okay, I'm going to cover two things here. First, I'm going to start with Dr. Andrea O'Connor. That's the name of her YouTube channel. She's a medical doctor. Her latest video, she talked about an NDE. Now, this NDE is not a modern story. It's about 2,400 years old. It was written up by Plato. Now, this guy was killed in battle, or almost killed in battle, but before they cremated him, they used to move his eyes around, so they stopped the cremation and helped him recover. And when he recovered, he told a tale of, talk about a glowing garden. Now, the glowing garden is the astral garden. There's a lot of information on the astral garden, here on YouTube, throughout, other places on the internet, and some old books and stuff. Now, there's quite a bit written up. If anybody's curious on the astral garden, that's supposed to be a meetup place for souls, that just recently crossed over. That's my understanding. And some NDEs, some people die and go to hell. Yet, I think a lot of we all create our own reality here in the conscious physical plane and on the astral plane. Any NDE has got to be based upon one's personal NDE has got to be loosely based upon their personal beliefs. That's my personal belief. Let's see, I was going to cover. Another thing I want to cover now, the Nordic people, Valhalla. If you look at Valhalla is a frozen wasteland. The hell of the Nordic people is a frozen wasteland, which is something that's always fascinated me. That's something that I've always found, very, very interesting. That's their perception of hell is a frozen wasteland. Let's see. For Nigella, for me, that was in one of her, not the latest video. She's talking about, getting over, boyfriend or husband or girlfriend or whatever. She's saying you got to forgive them. Yeah, I guess that's true. But she's saying sometimes she'd wake up in the middle of the night, 2 or 3 in the morning, and couldn't go back to sleep. Now, there's a couple of things I do. Now, I'll do slow, deep breathing, and sometimes that'll put me to sleep. But there's a couple of YouTube channels that I really love. Now, the Why Files, AJ and Hecklefish. Now, some of those can be a little bit scary. Now, if you like that one lady, she says that the scary, the paranormal movies and stuff scare. Now, paranormal stuff doesn't scare me one little bit. The movies and stuff here on YouTube and stuff, I find too many technical flaws in it for it to ever scare me. I just kind of laugh at the scary movies and stuff because, like I said, I find too many technical. Because I'm a technical person. Yeah, I'll see right through it and say, well, that's not real. They're faking it. That's my general perception of most paranormal stuff. I still enjoy watching it, but like I said, if you listen to the Why Files, if you listen to those glitch stories, there's a lot of glitch in the Matrix stories, which are very, very interesting. Now, I think some of the glitch in the Matrix stories, I don't know if they're real. I don't know if they're just some. A lot of them, to me, they seem like they're pretty elaborately written. Now, what they're supposed to be, they're supposed to be these online forums where individuals will account their real life events. But most people are not that good at writers. Most people are not going to write to the detail that most of these glitch in the Matrix stories are written or are presented by it's one person that's presented all these. But like I said, they're too elaborately written. Like I said, if I was going to, I don't think I'd go into the detail to present one of these. I don't think I'd have the talents to write them to that point. I think these things are probably made up by somebody. I mean, they're good stories. They're interesting stories. And, they'll generally put me to sleep. I said, if you're bugged by scary stuff, you might not want to listen to them to go to sleep. But for me, I'll listen to those and, they will put me to sleep. Just a suggestion out there, but slow, deep breathing generally works. Okay, love y'all people. Bye-bye.